What the heck? What the heck? That's not fair. That's not fair.
Look at my down. Look at my down. Bitch, down.
What's up, Dank homies? Nero here, and I finally got a brand new microphone. And the microphone I decided to get is a blue snowball. That's kind of what a lot of the popular YouTubers have, so now I kind of feel like a real YouTuber. And I was noticing a lot of comments were saying that I should get a new microphone. My other one before was pretty bad, so I decided to go ahead and get one so you guys could enjoy my videos even more. And I honestly have you guys to thank, because without you guys supporting the channel and all this stuff, I wouldn't be able to get the microphone to continue doing what I love. So if there's any audio files out there who could maybe give me suggestions on what I could do to make this mic sound even better than it does now, then go ahead and tell me in the comment section below. I would really appreciate that feedback. And if you think it sounds great, then tell me down in the comment section below as well, just so I have some reassurance that I made a good decision. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about the Pacifism Defect and a Warframe melee combo that I found to work the best in this mission. Now there's a lot of honorable mentions, like there's Valbun with his Bastiel. But yeah, he'll stop all the enemies, but that doesn't heal the Kavor. And then there's Trinity, like she can heal the Kavor, but she needs to spam her EV in order to use her Bless to heal the Kavor, and she doesn't exactly stop the enemies in their track. And there's Warframes like Nova, she can slow down all the enemies and give you 2 times more damage, but they're just slowed down and they can still kill the Kavor and you. And Nova's super squishy, so she'll end up being a burden later on rather than helpful. Then there's Ember, but honestly I think Ember is maybe the worst CC frame for this. Ember with Firequake, not good at all. And because in the beginning Ember's Firequake ability will kill enemies, so it's going to be really hard for the EV Trin to EV and then be able to use Bless to heal the Kavor, so in the beginning stages she's going to be a burden. And then in the mid stage, when she's no longer killing them, she's just knocking down a few enemies that are around, that's when it becomes okay. Ember becomes kind of useless, but now Eevee will be able to do the EV and Bless and heal the Kavor. And then in the last stage, you know, when you're really up high in those high numbers, you're 80 survivors in, then Ember becomes a super burden, because then she'll always die because she's super squishy. But what could be the best Warframe melee combo for this mission? Well, if you were paying attention to the gameplay in the background, it's kind of obvious. It's Loki with the Sancti Magistar. Yeah, the Sancti Magistar, there's actually a good use for it. Now, let me explain my reasonings why I say this is the best Warframe melee combo for this mission. So first off, let's take a good old look at my Sancti Magistar. So first I have Crushing Ruin. There really is no need for any kind of special stance for this melee weapon, because you're really not going to be using any of the combos. You're just going to be using the charge attack. I have Primed Pressure Point for melee damage, Primed Fury for speed, Primed Reach, and this is very important with this weapon. I'll tell you why in a second. I have Spoiled Strike for more damage, and I have all of the elemental damage mods. So let me explain. The Sancti Magistar has a passive with it, where if you hit an enemy with a charge attack, you send out a pulse wave of healing, and that healing can affect teammates, it can affect the Kavor, and it can affect cryotic pods. So in mobile defense missions and in normal defense missions, you can actually heal those things with this weapon. So to best optimize that, the amount of healing that it does scales with the element mods on the weapon and the damage mods on the weapon. And the range of the heal is also scaled with Primed Reach. So at base, it has a healing range of 15 meters. So with a max primed reach, you have a range of 40 meters of healing. Now this weapon really isn't meant for killing, it's really meant for healing. But you can further increase the healing power by ×8 when you're stealth, because it does scale with stealth multipliers. But the weapon also has a second passive, which this is very important, that as long as you have the weapon on you, you don't even exactly have to hold it in your hands, you just have to have it on you. Status effects will have a 75% less effect on you. So now let's take a little gander at my Loki build, but I'm not going to get into too much detail about it I want to make a video all about Loki in the future, but right now I'm just going to focus on the most important parts of the build. So most important parts are, I have quick thinking. Quick thinking is really good on Loki because he has a super large base power. So having this would be very, very good for you. Now, having quick thinking plus the passive of the Sancti Magistar pretty much makes Loki untouchable, especially when he's invisible all the time. And AoE effects and those status AoE effects, those won't have that much of an effect on Loki because he'll have so much health here, so much power, and it would be negated by 75%. Alright, so now that we kind of understand all the mechanics, I can talk about the little things. So I have Blast on here and I have Corrosive. Those two things do a lot of damage to Infested, and the blast damage on the weapon, which also comes with innate blast damage, but it doesn't have the blast element on it, but it just has the blast damage. So having this on here will send enemies flying if you happen to not kill them. So now I bet you're wondering what makes this the best combo, and why not any other Warframe and whatnot. Well, oh cool, I can pick one of those up. I actually won't even need these. You don't even need any cells. So what makes this the best combo, better than all the other Warframes? Well, you see, these are infested. Yes. So they don't have any guns? Not true. They actually do have guns, all of them, but they're under the hotfix. I'm gonna do this real quick. Anyway, they all have guns, but they're under their skin.
What?
So being that they have those guns, you'll be able to knock them down with your 4th ability. And that's like a CC stun there. So now that they're stunned, they'll be in place, and then let me go invisible again. They'll be in place, and then you can do a charge hit, and then you can heal everything. Now, that charge hit while you're stealth is so powerful that it will actually heal the Kavor to full health with just one swing, even if they're like near dead. Seriously. Lotus, stop talking! Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can get them to be damaged just a little bit. That guy, yeah, he's damaged. I want to be damaged a little more, actually. Okay, I think that's good enough to prove a point. So, you don't even have to cast the full 1st ability if they're, you know, within reach. But if they're like running away from you, do that so they're stunned. And now he's healed to full. See that? He's healed to full health. Now, one thing you should know is the main thing that normally ends up killing the Kavor are these stupid Mutalis Moa things. But Loki takes care of those. So like, I'm gonna spawn 4 of each. And the main thing that kills are the rockets that they spawn and all the other stupid stuff that they throw around the place. So if you do this, you took away their little launchers, and they no longer spit the stupid cough syrup anymore. Oh, let me actually heal myself. In the world? Oh, whoop. I'm not actually having the weapon out. There we go. Now I'm back to full health. But see, like now, they definitely will not. They won't be able to shoot anything at me. All they'll be able to do is run and kick. See? You're useless! Oh, okay. So if you're wondering why I look like this is my Chinese dragon fashion frame, which I'm using for a video that I plan to upload tomorrow, but I wasn't able to get it done today, so I figured I would work on this and then I can finish that and upload the other video tomorrow. Which is also why this video has such little editing, because I'm focusing all of my editing power on this other video, and I really think you guys are gonna like it. But in conclusion, I can honestly say that this is the best Warframe weapon combo for this mission, and to prove it, my personal best is 1016. And I could have gone farther, but we had one person on the team who wasn't really the greatest, and it was kind of a hindrance, but it's all good. So now, team-wise, I would suggest you either do 2 Lokis and 2 Trinities, or 2 Lokis and 2 Valbans, or 2 Trinities and 2 Valbans. or you can even mix it up and go with 2 Vagabonds, 1 Trinity, and 1 Loki, or anything in that manner. That seems to be the best thing that works, and you can possibly even go endlessly with those combos. But that's all I have to say for today's video, and if you guys enjoyed today's video, then go ahead and leave a like. And we are at 9,000 Dank homies, which is just insane. The amount of support on this channel is just crazy, and I am so excited for when we hit 10K. I have such a special video planned for them, and like, man, I'm just so thankful for you guys. You guys are like the best community ever. Like, you just don't understand, man. I don't want to ramble on too much, but if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then, and if you want to become part of the Dank homie family, then go ahead and do so, and I will see you guys later. Peace.
Don't change, don't change, even though life ain't the same. Say, don't change, don't change, don't change. Life gon' make it happen anyway. And I say, don't change, don't change, don't change, even though life ain't the same. Say, don't change, don't change, don't change.